guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 3 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Episode 2 was quite an eye-opener. A lot of people were saying that episode 1 kind of has a lot of spoilers in it, and I wouldn't know. But I really enjoyed the first episode because it was kind of like an introduction to the world without like having any background whatsoever. And I know if I watched the original anime of just Fullmetal Alchemist that I would know that. But I feel like I picked up a lot that I'm supposed to know already. But when it comes to spoilers, I have no idea. But I will say that after episode 2, I get what everyone's talking about when they say that it's going to be very emotional for me, because I feel like it has a very different scale than Avatar, and I don't want to keep comparing it to Avatar, but there's a lot of elements that are just like Avatar, and which is that it has like this childlike quality to it. There's a little bit of fun, there's play, there's silliness, but in this it goes all the way to horror. And I don't know if I was quite expecting that. I thought with the age range, it might be a little bit more innocent. Like, because there's certain shows that won't even say murder or kill, or, you know, like they don't show it. And this one wasn't afraid to go there and show just kind of like what can happen when you don't follow the rules. Now, Ed and me have a lot in common. Someone told me that Fullmetal is also what the Japanese kind of consider stubborn. So, hi, that's me. I've got a short temper. I'm a cranky little person, and definitely I could tell you that I am pretty stubborn when it comes down to certain things. That I will plant myself like a tree and I will not move. And I feel like that's going to be my frustration with Ed, is because I'll be projecting a lot of my own stuff onto him, but I also really like Ed. Now, one thing that I don't think that I would do like Ed, which is this. If you read a warning in a book and it tells you not to do something because it's really bad, then you don't do it. They lost their mom, and he reads about human transmutation and decides to move forward with it, which I'm like, that didn't seem like it was open and welcoming for you to do these things. And then after 3 years of training and learning about alchemy and the transmutation circles with a teacher, which I'll get to in just a moment, like. In that 3 years, he didn't think to himself, this isn't a good idea. So I don't know if he just is like, he ignores red flags and all the warnings, and just, if he's got his mindset on something, he sticks to it. But definitely that was a really long time to come to that conclusion and not turn away from it. Now, what happens when him and Al do the human transmutation is absolutely horrific. Al being completely gone, and just his spirit now being bonded to armor because of a blood rune. But like, you know, where Ed goes and like where he travels and he talks to Truth, you know, he's almost downloaded with all this information, that I think that that's why he can kind of produce alchemy without the transmutation circles. And I now get that, like, you can draw that anywhere. Like, there's the one guy that had it on his palm, and like, so it doesn't have to just necessarily be in the ground. Like, it could be anywhere as long as you can do the formula. But the fact that he can't, I think it's because of what happened. Now, taking his arm and his leg to give back a little bit of Alphonse and to kind of get back their mom. I don't know what happened to that thing that they made that came up. I don't know if it's just now gone and it's around somewhere. I don't know if Roy, when he walked in there, because it wasn't there, he just saw the blood on the ground. So I'm not sure what happened to that. I don't know if Grandma did something with it, like, because Grandma seems like she's doing the Atama thing, whatever, and putting on the arm and the leg for Ed, and they're like, oh, it'll take 3 years to train, and he's like, I'll do it in 1. I am also like that, where I'm like very determined when I want to do something. get it done, and I want to be the best at it, and I want to get it done as quickly as possible. So I don't know what happened with I'm going to call it a demon because I don't know what else it is. The teacher, the alchemy teacher that taught them for 3 years. Who's that? And was like, I might be linking this and it might be completely off because we didn't get a name for the character that I believe is Lust. She was with Gluttony. Because we've gotten Truth and Gluttony, so I think she's probably Lust. She looks very lusty. If I look like that and I was veiled in red, I would also be calling myself that. But I don't know if like that's her or if that has nothing to do with it, but whoever the teacher was, I think Alphonse said something like, you can summon alchemy without a transmutation circle, just like Teacher. So like, was Teacher Truth? Like maybe she's not Lust. Is she Truth? Or is she just somebody else who's gotten, who's also done some form of human transmutation? I think if I had done that and I'd gone through this, I wouldn't pass on what I've learned so other people can also do it, unless somehow that like absolves you of whatever human transmutation you've done. I don't know. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many avenues that this story could take. We met Winnery and Grandma. Grandma is one feisty lady. I feel like that would be me at like 80. Just a crankapus, but not putting up with any BS. She is not having any of it from Ed, and they're just very much, fighting, and I love that for me because I like to watch that kind of stuff. But like she also seems very loving and caring at the same time, especially with Winnery. Now Winnery, she's lost a lot. She lost her parents. They died in the war. She's lost Alphonse and Ed because of them having to go and work for the state. Well, they didn't have to, but they chose to because obviously Ed wants to figure out this human transmutation thing. He wants to get Al's body back. He wants to get his body parts back. And I'm sure he still wants to try to figure out what to do about his mom, which Winnery's lost a little too much. And then when she's talking to Hawkeye, I don't know if that's like a budding like friendship, if it's like a mentorship or like it's going to inspire her to want to become part of like the state police. I think that's who they are. Or if it's just, I'm not quite sure. There's some stuff that I totally missed that I'm like, that's probably not important. And later on, I'm like, it probably was important that I remember that. But one thing that is really important is that I was told that Roy is voiced by Travis from Critical Role. And that makes me so damn happy. I absolutely love Grog in Legend of Vox Machina. I'm so happy to have my friends here in this. And a lot of people have been very supportive of me watching the dub instead of the subbed version. There have been some people that are just like the traditional Japanese is the best. I'm sure it is. It's just not for me. And I'm not saying that there's a good way or a bad way to do it, but for reactions, this is what we're going to do. And it's working for me so far. But yeah, I don't trust Bradley. I don't know about Hawkeye. I kind of like Roy. I feel like now I'm kind of liking Roy more because of Travis, which I'm going to have to put that in check. But he really could have turned those boys in for the human transmutation and he didn't. So I feel like, he was being very empathetic there. And then Hughes, I think, is just a ray of sunshine. I really like him. And Armstrong, we didn't get anything from him in the last episode. I don't know how often we see Armstrong, but, I haven't seen his bare chest in a while and his bulging muscles, and I feel like I'm due. I had one whole episode without them. How dare he? But guys, I'm excited to get into this episode. I keep learning more about these kids and I love them so much. Al, like I said, has just a special place in my heart. Ed and me, we might as well be twins. And I'm looking forward to meeting more of our characters and getting to know them a little bit more. And I want to know about Gluttony. I want to know about Gluttony and Lust because they just put that out there and then it was like poof. But I think we're going to the same place that they were. Leor? I'll get it right. I promise. At some point. I got Ed and Al, and it only took 2 episodes, so I have faith. Have faith. I don't, but maybe you can. Anyway, let's get into it.
If one wishes to obtain something, something of equal value must be given. This is the law of equivalent exchange.
And we learn that law of equivalent exchange.
In accordance with this law, human transmutation is strictly forbidden. For what could equal the value of a human soul?
Yeah, another human soul. And everyone told me not to watch this because it's spoilery. I would love to tell you that I understand anything that I'm watching, other than I think that that's their dad. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm watching. I am curious to see the older gentlemen that are in the opening and who they are. I assume one is their father, but the other one I'm not sure.
So what are you guys, like street performers or something?
Seriously, do we look like street performers to you?
Yeah,
Mildly.
The Elric brothers, you say?
Wait, I do know that name.
The Fullmetal
Do you?
Alchemist, Edward Elric, is that right?
Wow, so you're the young
Famous.
tell all the stories about?
We've heard so much.
Alphonse!
You mean it's the little guy?
Most little, come here, say that to my face, I dare ya!
Wow. City of Heresy. Okay. Wow.
He can even resurrect the dead. His miracles are proof that what he says is true.
I don't
This
know.
guy's claiming he can bring the dead back to life? Now that's
Great.
something I gotta see.
I bet. Is it a trick, though? Is it all smoke and mirrors show? Magic? Alchemy? I don't know.
And he's changing organic matter into inorganic matter. He shouldn't be able to
Interesting.
do that unless...
Yeah, there's just one way. Bingo.
Yep. Philosopher's Stone.
Welcome. Are you interested in Letoism?
Nope, can't say I am. Not really the religious type.
Same.
If you believed, I'm sure Leto would bless you and make you grow taller. What's that supposed to mean?
By plucking at a nerve?
But do you think your father Cornello could even save an arrogant scientist like me?
Of course, that's wonderful. If anyone can lead
Yikes.
you to the Creator's light, he can.
Run. Run.
They would only give their names as the Elric brothers.
I can't be bothered now. Just send them away.
Oh.
The Elrics? You're sure that's what
Oh,
they said?
okay.
You're positive?
I thought for sure the Elric name would get them in, and it seems to work.
The Fullmetal Alchemist has come to call on us.
That's him? The man in the armor?
Dressing the part, it would seem.
But why would a state alchemist be here
Poor
in the
Ed.
Surely they could
The
have found
Ord.
out about our plans.
It's possible this
Ooh.
dog's nose is too sharp for his own good.
Oh, good. Oh, good, we're stopping them from doing something. This makes me happy.
We'll make this quick.
Ah, will we?
Brother Cray, what is this? What do you think you're doing?
Well, like you said, let's make this quick!
Yeah, I was gonna say, they got the wrong person with the gun on him. Even though Alphonse would have been completely fine.
I must apologize for my disciples' behavior.
Okay, let's say I believe you weren't the one guiding them. What next?
Yeah,
Have you come
right?
to learn the ways of Leto?
Well, there are a few
No.
things I'm curious about. Like how you've been using second-rate alchemy to deceive your followers.
My dear boy, I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Rose, dear,
Yes, Father?
that gun there beside you, pick it up.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay.
She's so sweet and innocent.
Now, child, I want you to shoot the Fullmetal Alchemist.
No,
I am the Sun God's chosen emissary. My word is the word of Leto himself.
Then kill him yourself.
Why hesitate? When you lost your fiancée to that tragic accident last year, who was it that saved you from the very depths of despair?
Oh, I bet he was responsible for that.
No, wait! It's not me, honest!
damn it, I'm the Fullmetal Alchemist, it's not him, it's me!
It's the short one! You're kidding!
Oh my god. Oh, well,
Now pick up the gun and shoot the other as well.
Haven't you made her do enough already?
yeah. Thank you, Alphonse.
Evil of this kind must be purged.
What did that just do? Oh, hi! It's a
Chimera
kitten!
should be up to the task.
So this is the sort of thing you do with the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, yeah, definitely Chimera. I don't like the tail end of that thing.
You shredded my pants.
Oh!
But I guess those claws don't do so good against steel.
Fight him, you stupid beast!
I mean, I love me a kitten, but I'm really loving Ed in this whole scenario right now.
I see. It's all becoming clear now.
Everyone
You did it,
who
didn't you?
sees this.
The one thing even the most novice alchemist
Oh.
knows is strictly forbidden.
I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist.
Okay. Why does it say Fullmetal Alchemist when it's showing Rose and Cornello?
These fools attempted human transmutation. In their arrogance, they tried to bring someone dead back to life.
Oh, that's gonna be something Rose actually wants to hear.
So this is the great Fullmetal Alchemist Edward Elric. Not even half a man. Hell, not even half a boy.
And what are you?
Y'all need to stop
You're
with
just
that.
a phony that can't do anything without a Philosopher's Stone.
Father, we just want you to hand over the stone before you get hurt.
Oh, Fonz, you're so sweet.
If you fools are really so eager to play God, then perhaps I should send you to beat him instead.
Whoa!
Nah, me and God, we don't get along too well. Even if I went, he'd probably just send me right back here.
Same. Thank you, Alphonse. Poor Rose. What a trauma she's been through because of this dude.
What are you gonna do, boy? You're unarmed and outnumbered.
Oh, we'll just
Look,
wait.
just come quietly. We don't want to have to rough you up.
Exactly, Ed. Whoa. Okay, well, it seemed like he just beat him up. I thought he was going to cut him in half. I really enjoy the animation. I really do.
All we wanted was to see our mom smile again, but our transmutation failed. What
Yeah,
we
what
made
happened to that body?
wasn't even human. We learned our mistake the hard way. People don't come back from the dead. Not ever.
Mm-mm.
Just because you and your brother failed, that doesn't mean he will.
Has he ever done it? Have you ever successfully seen him
There
bring
you
somebody
are,
back to
you
life?
infernal brat.
Look, can we just cut the crap and talk here?
Just chilling.
So why waste all that power performing phony miracles?
Because with each miracle, I can attract new believers to the Order. Believers who would lay down their lives for my sake.
Yep.
I'm slowly building an army, a legion of hope.
Following / army.
You really are a novice, aren't you?
Is he recording? He was.
He lied to you. He lied to everyone.
Why you? How long has that been on?
From the start, your believers
I love
heard
this for
every
him.
word.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, not today! Just face it, you're outclassed here.
Yeah, just face it. I
I
love
am
this.
without rival!
I don't think so.
It's a rebound.
No, I won't be disgraced like this! Now, boy, behold, the chosen emissary of the sun god Leto!
Okay, so it rebounded. Why? And then what is happening here? Oh. Alright. He's just bigger and uglier. Get him, Ed.
Fist of God, huh? Well, if that's what you want, you can have it!
Oh. Wait, what? What is he doing? That's amazing.
Shut up! Just give me the Philosopher's Stone!
Oh,
What the hell?
yeah, what the hell?
You mean we went through all this, risked our lives for this one possible chance, And it's a fake? So, what about
Oh,
me?
then what is it?
I don't care what you do, just get out of here!
Yeah, bye. Yeah.
And what about the stone?
A phony, just like him.
But then how is he doing everything?
Give me the Philosopher's Stone!
Rose!
Oh,
Like I was
Rose.
just saying, it's shattered now.
Liar! You want to keep it for yourself, don't you?
Oh,
So
boy.
you can use it on your bodies, and so you can try to bring your mother back again!
You shut up! People don't come back from the dead, Rose. Not ever.
And hope was all I had left! What am I supposed to believe in now? Tell me what to do!
Move on.
Please!
Stand up and walk. Keep moving forward. You're strong enough to make your own path.
Yep. Believe in yourself.
That damn brat, it's all ruined. Everything I worked for.
Yes, all that hard work.
Lust. I was
I
right.
know we should have just incited a little rebellion.
I'm hungry, Last. Can I eat the old man, please? He's big and fat.
Not this one, Gluttony.
Why not?
We don't want you giving yourself indigestion.
Everyone has mocked me. I won't stand for.
Oh. Oh. Well.
I'd say this concludes our business.
So is that a transmutation circle that's on her?
Now I suppose we'll have to start over from scratch.
I know that's
Father
Travis's
won't
wife,
be
Laura.
pleased. In any case, it's time we started thinking about our next move.
Oh, God, Gluttony. And he has that on his tongue? Are those transmutation circles on their bodies? That's crazy. And I don't mean to say that, like, Laura is only known as Travis's wife, but it's because I mentioned Travis. I know who Laura is equally from Vox Machina and Critical Role. Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey. I only know them by their first names. I don't think I pay attention to the last names. Still no Armstrong. I'm missing his pectorals in my life. Okay, don't watch the next thing. Okay. Okay. So I was right about lust. I don't think it was really that hard of a thing to figure out, but lust is obviously responsible for having the philosopher's stones that are not philosopher's stones. I if they're fake, I don't know. Like they're obviously a source of alchemy. Because they're doing something. Obviously, they're allowing like Cornello to do everything that he was doing, without it being alchemy. But one thing that I really like is that Ed. I mean, I know he's aware that human transmutation was wrong and you cannot bring somebody back to life. I think he's really reconciled that. I think he's really come to that conclusion and he really believes that. He's sad about it, obviously, because he really did want to bring his mother back, but I think he's learned his lesson. He should, after what he's been through. And I know that also the ultimate goal is to get his arm and leg and, of course, Alphonse's body back. So I don't know if the law of equal exchange, like how you do that. Obviously, you'd have to give something up. Like, what would they have to give up in order for that to happen? And so that question's out there looming. But I do like, and like they got into it right away about, religion being brought into something and somebody having full faith and being manipulated. And I know, and I'm not trying to mock anybody's religion or say that religion's bad. It's not something that I particularly believe in and that I'm into. And, I see a lot of cult followings when it comes to religious groups or even people that just like go to church on a regular basis. Like sometimes I can like see the way that their mind works is really revolved around something else instead of, themselves in the here and now and their families. It's they're always looking up instead of looking within. And I'm a big believer that like I am the creator of my own destiny. And so like I have, of course, there's always things that are out of my power, but as long as I can control who I am and what I do with what I've been given, and control my reactions, which is funny because it's a reaction that, I have to have faith in myself. And I really like that me and Ed are kind of on the same page with that, although he is so cranky about it and he's got quite the attitude about it. You can still be empathetic to people who do have belief, without mocking it or dragging it down or making them feel stupid for believing in something that you don't believe in. It's very easy to belittle people, when you think that like something that they believe in is ridiculous. And I would say that Ed kind of toes that line about being really rude about it. And then there's Alphonse, who has this sweet, empathetic heart, and he's just trying to help Rose and be kind to Rose and help Rose and just be like, see, Cornello didn't even care if those bullets would accidentally even hit you. And, he wanted you to believe that, life is precious and then, kill both of us. And so I like that they kind of went into that really early on in the show, so we don't have to really discuss a lot of it, hopefully in the future. We still might, but to see how easily Cornello was manipulating this entire town, and then his entire plan was to have this army to destroy this country. And I feel like that would be really easy to do if you can get people to believe in your magic being something that is divine. And I like that, one, we not only proved him wrong, we exposed him, but now he's gone back to lust and is wanting, I don't really know if it was a philosopher's stone, but whatever gave him that power, she obviously gave to him, so he wants more of it. And the way she killed him was quite crazy. I'm okay. So one of the things about this is that they will be very violent, but they won't be gratuitous when it comes to certain things like murder. But with the human transmutation and and the taking of bodies, I'm just while it's not super graphic, it still feels graphic the way that they do it. And her killing him, and then gluttony, he was very happy that he was going to eat himself a fat man. Yikes. But excited to see more of those two. I was like, they introduced them and then we didn't see them in the next episode, but we're back. I want to learn more about her. I love that Laura Bailey is the voice of her and that Travis obviously is the voice of Roy. And I love that I have some of my Vox Machina family in this. And so it feels very good that the voice actors that I know and love are in the dubbed version of this, because I know that they went for people who have amazing skill and talent for voice acting. So the future of this show seems very bright for me. And everyone has already said that this is probably one of the best dubbed animes, and that it probably I also, like Icarus, am flying a little too close to the sun by starting at the very tippy top of the best. I didn't know, and now I do, and now I'm excited because now it's all downhill from here. Or I don't really compare and contrast things necessarily, but I think when it comes to dubbed anime, I might a little bit. I'm not sure. I have to see other anime and then tell you that. So far, this is my favorite anime I've ever watched. It's also the only anime that I've ever watched. So, same page. I'm curious to see where we're going next. I know that Ed wanted to get that Philosopher's Stone, and finding out that it's a fake is heartbreaking. I also know that we have 60 or 70, 65, 70 some episodes of this to watch. So I don't know if at the very end it ends with them actually getting their bodies back, or if it's no, this thing still can't without, the law of exchange. It has to be equal. Because I still don't know what they exchange. People they don't here, take the souls of these 3 people. Can we have our body parts back? I don't the karma on that feels very not good to me personally. So I'm very curious. And I will say that in the future, I do plan to do back-to-back episodes, but right now with my filming schedule, it doesn't allow for me to watch multiple episodes and have them combined in one reaction. So eventually that will be the thing that we're doing. But right now we're sticking to single episodes until the schedule lightens up, which whenever the hell that happens, we'll see. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and an episode early. So in the meantime, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Leave all the comments to this episode in particular, please. I beg, no spoilers. I do have people moderating the comments, deleting comments that are full of spoilers. If you want to talk about it, just write spoiler ahead of time, right before your comment. I will skip those. That way I'm not reading them, and then you guys can talk amongst yourselves. And I don't want to stop anyone from getting excited and talking about the thing that they love, but I don't want to accidentally read something that's really important. So I do try to avoid the comments for a day or so, or, just graze over them without fully reading. Like the big long ones, I don't really read a lot of those until way after I'll go through all the comments. Once the series is done, I've done that with Avatar. I've gone back and looked at every single comment that is in Avatar because I just wanted to see what everybody was saying. So, but if you do want to discuss this also on my Patreon, there's a chat in the Patreon that everybody can contribute to. Same rules, just say spoiler before you type something. But it's always a good time. Anytime we get fans of the show talking about the show and loving the show and getting excited about certain storylines or certain characters or certain parts of a season or certain episodes or whatever it may be, I think that's a good thing. And I was told that there are after credit scenes. I'm going to bring this up. Somebody very kindly sent me this on Patreon, and it says episodes 6H, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 36, 40, 42, 43, 44, 46, 48, and 49 have scenes. And then 45, 54, 63, and 64 are important to the story. I think everything's kind of important to the story. Again, I was watching the opening and I'm like, I don't know what's spoilery about this because I don't understand what's going on. I think maybe when I see certain aspects of the opening in the actual show, then I'd be like, oh, that's what's on in the beginning. That kind of happened with Arcane with like the whole beginning montage, is I didn't really understand what I was seeing until I saw it. And I was like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. And they're fighting each other. Oh my God, this is horrible. So, like I don't know any better. So rest assured, I don't know if it's a spoiler. I don't know even what I watched half the time. So, but I am very intuitive with those things. So I end up putting it together eventually. So guys, I'm really excited to watch the next episode. But in the meantime, I'll see ya.